For many believers, they believe that it is sinful or unrighteous for believers to be involved in matters of society. Now, I don't want to go through the whole rundown of church history to trace for you where that error started from. You see that now? But that error you see of believers feeling guilty of being involved in matters of state and society has an origin in church history. I shared a bit of it with our School of Ministry students. When you study the history of the church as it evolved, from the day of Pentecost right to the time of Emperor Nero, where believers were persecuted, they barely survived days and weeks. For an example, when Emperor Nero persecuted believers, Bible history teaches us that most believers were conscious of martyrdom and just surviving the times. Nobody was thinking of, the concept of an apostolic believer around that time and within that scope was about dying for Christ, not building anything. Because you could be a believer today and in 2-3 days you were martyred. But if you study Bible history, during the reign of Emperor Constantine, the Bible lets us know that liberty was finally given believers. I don't want to share with you the whole discussion, what happened as they put the markings of the cross and went for war and came back victorious. And as a result, they gave a level of liberty to allow the Christian faith to be practiced without persecution. Now the believers who were fruits of the aftermath of that policy didn't know what to do with themselves again, because the ones who saved them were not even alive to show them what else to do. They were martyred. Now they had believers who were there, but there was nothing else to do.